Hello, my Facebook friends, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Good to be back. My name is Daisy Daniel. I'm a personal resilience life coach, coming to you every Monday and Thursday to do a reflection from the book, The Language of Letting Go. Hopefully you are taking time to go over all the reflections and not just go over them, but to actually do some of the very good things they're telling us to do in this book. All right, so this time with you is meant to be an impromptu time. In other words, I don't know what I'm going to read. I'm going to read it, and then I'm going to reflect on it. The lessons are always good. I haven't been disappointed yet, and I hope you get a lot out of it. Let's see where we are today. We are on page 125, and it is entitled Enjoying the Good Days. Here we go. Good feelings can become a habitual part of life. There is absolutely no virtue in the unnecessary suffering which many of us have felt for much of our life. We don't have to allow others to make us miserable, and we don't have to make ourselves miserable. A good day does not have to be the calm before the storm. That's an old way of thinking we learned in dysfunctional systems. In recovery, a good day or a good feeling doesn't mean we're in denial. We don't have to wreck our good times by obsessively searching for or creating a problem. Enjoying our good days doesn't mean we're being disloyal to loved ones who are having problems. We don't have to make ourselves feel guilty because other people aren't having a good day. We don't have to make ourselves miserable to like them, to be like them. They can have their day and their feelings. We could have ours. A good feeling is to be enjoyed. More than we can imagine, good days are ours for the asking. And here's her little prayer at the end. She says, "Today I will let myself enjoy what is good. I don't have to wreck my good day or good feeling. I don't have to let others spoil it either." All right, that was good. Let's go back now and let's look at it closer and break it down into little digestible chunks that we could apply to our lives. Again, it is entitled Enjoying the Good Days on page 125 from Melody Beattie's book, The Language of Letting Go. She starts off by saying, good feelings can become a habitual part of life. Think about that for a moment. All great gifts come from above, come from God. He gives us many things to enjoy. He gives us nature. He gives us mountains, oceans, parks, babies, friends, family. So many things to enjoy. And it could become a habit in our life to have enjoyable days. I think a lot of us have this mindset that we're supposed to feel bad, or we're supposed to suffer, we're supposed to be doing something that's a little painful, when that's not the case. You know, I always say, and I say to my clients, that if in your marriage it's more painful than it is good, you know, if you're in an abusive relationship and your days are, if you were to tally all your days and you have more bad days than good days, many more, the scales are off the charts, then something is wrong. You should really think about that. All right, then she goes on to say, there is no virtue in unnecessary suffering. Wow, unnecessary. A lot of the pain we bring upon ourselves. We suffer needlessly about things, people, situations, instead of recognizing that some things are out of our control, we can't change it, and to move forward. We suffer unnecessarily. There's no virtue in that. In the beginning of my intros to this playlist that I have on YouTube, I have a quote from Melody Beattie, and it says, "We used to look at suffering as a good thing, but now we know that it's just codependence. It's what it is." All right. We don't have to allow others to make us miserable. Hallelujah. True. And we don't have to make ourselves miserable. And, you know, there are people who do want to make your life miserable, and they live for that. And your job is to not let those people affect you. Be around people that encourage you, that help you grow. If there are people that are making you stunt your growth, you know, your personal development growth, your spiritual growth, your growth in any area for a good thing, then you need to realize that, have some awareness, step back from that, because your job is to grow. And some people don't want to grow, and they want you to suffer with them. And your job isn't to suffer with them. Your job is to grow and do your part, what you're here on this earth to do, and not look at that as a virtue. You know, you suffering along with others. That's what codependents do. And it doesn't mean we don't come alongside people and, you know, if they're going through a crisis, try to support them, try to help them. That's different. We're talking about a sick codependence here. We're not talking about being caring and kind and helping people when they need help. That's not at all what she's talking about. Don't let others make us miserable, and we don't have to make ourselves miserable. Oh yeah, we do that a lot. We make ourselves miserable, and it's nobody's fault. It's our fault. It's our fault. And then when we feel unloved, we feel, you know, that they're not doing what we want them to do. It's really us. We're putting that suffering on ourselves and making ourselves miserable. A good day does not have to be the calm before the storm. And I think what she means by that is few and far between. Very few good days. And it's always a storm, you know. The skies are always gray. The glass is always half empty. Just that whole pessimistic outlook of life. That's an old way of thinking we learned in dysfunctional systems. And in case you didn't know, when you're a codependent, it's because you were raised in a dysfunctional home and you have continued to operate in a dysfunctional way. And in recovery, you learn the tools and the strategies to discontinue that, to not keep doing that, because you're hurting yourself and you're hurting those around you. In recovery, a good day or a good feeling doesn't mean we're in denial. All right, so we know that denial is when we don't, either through lack of awareness, or we might be aware, but we intentionally not fix problems when they're there. We just, you know, kind of like the ostrich buries their head in the ground. They don't want to see, they don't want to hear about the problems, they don't want to deal with it, you know. But it says here, there that a good day or a good feeling doesn't mean we're in denial, you know. It's so sad that we feel guilty about having good days, that we think something's wrong if we're actually happy and having a good day. That's sad, folks. We're supposed to be having many good days, you know. It shouldn't all be bad days. We don't have to wreck our good times by obsessively searching for or creating a problem. Do you know people like that? They can't have a good time. They have to make a problem. They have to draw attention to themselves somehow. They can't just relax and enjoy themselves and be with people. They're in a hurry. You know, you know when someone's enjoying your company and when they're not. It's a feeling you get. And don't let them do that. And don't you do it. Don't you also create a problem when there's good times. Enjoy them. You don't know what this world's going to throw at you, the cards that you're going to be dealt in life. So enjoy the good days, and hopefully they're more than the bad. It definitely shouldn't be where they're all bad. Enjoying our good days doesn't mean we're being disloyal to loved ones who are having problems. You know, somehow with this sick dependency, we think we need to suffer along with people who are suffering, but in a sick way. Like I said, not in a caring way, but in a sick way. Almost like saying, see, I'm supporting you. I'm going to be sad with you. I'm going to be depressed like you. That's how I support you. No. You always have to be looking towards health, mental health, and health all around for your physical being, your emotional being, your psychological being. We don't have to make ourselves feel guilty because other people aren't having a good day. You know what? If people aren't having a good day, they will have a good day the next day or the day after that. That shouldn't ruin your good day. And of course, you could encourage people, but don't do the whole codependent stuff, everything that goes around that, because it's just dysfunction. We don't have to make ourselves miserable to like them, to be like them. I think sometimes people do that just to be accepted, you know? You want to be accepted, you want to be loved, so you just go along and do the same stuff they do instead of being your own person. A good feeling is to be enjoyed. More than we can imagine, good days are ours for the asking. And her prayer at the end, today I will let myself enjoy what is good. I don't have to wreck my good day or good feeling. And I don't have to let others spoil it either. All right, that was good. All right, anybody have a comment, anything you want to say regarding this reflection? Hopefully you all will have a good day today. I know I plan on having a good day. And don't let people around you ruin your good day, make you have a bad day, make you sad. This is the only day you have. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. So enjoy the good parts of this day. And there's always good in every situation. Everything's not all bad. It's how you perceive it and how you think about it. So there's always good. And in case you didn't get the last reflection that I did last time, it was entitled Learning New Behaviors. That was a very good one. The next one we're going to do is entitled Perfection. Wow, we know that codependents are perfectionists. They just are. And it takes a lot of work to stop being a perfectionist. That's going to be good. I'm tempted to read it, but I'm not because it's a surprise. All right. Those of you that have not been on my website, please check it out. It's www.mymomentlc, that stands for lifecoaching.com. And check out my work. Connect with me on all my social media platforms. I'd love to speak with you personally, have a connection, and I provide complimentary coaching, a complimentary session, 30-minute, just to get to know each other and see if what I do could benefit you and if we could start a coaching relationship. I hope you have a wonderful, good day. God bless you, and I will see you on Monday. Bye.